Squad, your favorite source for everything esports and gaming. I'm your girl Camille with a little tip. When in doubt, down B them out. It sometimes works. Just sometimes. Tonight in Unmuted, Marissa is back and she's taking on Lisa. The question is, who will mute the other first? Then in Esports in 30, Drew and Marissa are talking to Matt all about Smash Summit 8. But before we get to any of that, let's blast off to outer space to ModStars.
Space, the final frontier, where we explore strange new worlds, to search for new life, and to boldly go where no man has gone before. I'm sorry, did I say man? I meant Kerbal. And by boldly go, I mean desperately trying to make it to space without exploding. Today on ModStars, we're looking at Kerbal Space Program, the premier space flight simulator. Using real-world physics, you have to launch these dumb, poor Kerbals into space to explore the solar system and hopefully come out of it without dying. It's a challenging yet fulfilling game, and there's a ton of customization already present. But with mods, it's made so much better. For example, why would you launch into space in a normal shuttle when you can launch in a ketchup bottle with a hamburger command center? Unfortunately, the lack of mustard will result in atmospheric collapse. Probably should have mentioned that before you started piloting it. Okay, maybe the burger was a bad idea. Instead, what if we use this random pile of junk that someone found in the corner to build a spaceship? That's gotta be better, right? Guys? Kerbal Space Program may be a game focused on space, but what if you're tired of launching ship after ship into orbit? Then the Mech Warrior mod is the solution, because what every spaceflight simulator needs is the ability to create a walking mech that can fire missiles at your enemies. One of the features in the game is the ability to conduct science experiments. This is normally done in space, but with the Large Hadron Collider mod, you can recreate one of the largest science experiments on Earth right from the comfort of your launch site. Warning, don't put a Kerbal in the collider. Bad things will happen. On a slightly less dangerous note, there's a mod that lets you pilot Santa's sleigh. Now you too can deliver presents to all the children on Christmas Eve. One problem, the presents are explosive. Most of these mods either feature or end in explosions, so why not cut to the chase and install the dogfighting mod, which lets you become the Top Gun pilot you were born to be. Kerbal Space Program already lets you do a ton of crazy things, and with mods, you can make it even more over the top.
Hot topics, hot tweets, and the spiciest memes. I'm Marissa Roberto.
And I'm Lisa Duan. We're going to present all the goodies we've gathered, which we will discuss and probably argue. But luckily for all of us, there is a mute button that we can each only use once when we want to shut the other person up.
Oh yeah, remember we like it when you call us out when we're wrong and praise us when we're spitting the truth. So let's get to it, shall we? Our top story is a good old-fashioned match-fixing scandal, this time in the LPL. LGD Gaming has terminated the contracts of 5 people, including its jungler Condi and manager Hesitate, after a match-fixing blackmail controversy. Condi bet on an LGD match earlier this year, and Hesitate attempted to blackmail him into throwing matches during the summer split after learning of this. Condi has been banned for 18 months, while Hesitate has been permanently banned. LGD is exploring its legal options to potentially take all 5 of the accused to count. Lisa, holy friggin' smokes.
This is spicy.
Do you feel like this punishment fits, first of all?
Okay, match fixing is one of those things I feel like as a thing you do in esports, it's kind of like if you do it one time, you're out. Yeah, you should be banned.
For sure.
But maybe this is a new age where, you know what, there is time for, what's when you like restoration? Like, you know, like they get one chance to fix it and they can then...
You get one strike?
Yeah, one strike, and you know, if you don't learn your lesson, then you're out. But this is tough. I'm actually, the whole manager blackmailing part is the spiciest bit. I haven't heard that before.
That is straight up messed. I mean, yeah, abusing his power basically to get what he wants out of there's so many things inherently wrong with this on a moral level for sure.
Yeah.
Also, it just makes things unfair, and it's just not right for everybody involved, everybody who plays. It just makes things so gross,
Yeah,
you know?
maybe that's why they're going easier on Condi, just because even though he was match fixing one time, like the manager was the one like kept blackmailing him to keep going. So maybe that's why the sentence is less for Condi.
That makes sense,
but I'm a little confused because like the LPL is like the richest region in League of Legends. What the hell are you guys doing? You know, like, do you not make enough millions? Like you just want more millions? Like what's going on here?
That's the thing, because the second people get a little taste of money, they want more money. They need more money.
The Louis Vuitton shoes are too expensive over there.
Yeah, whatever the heck they're spending it on, it's all about like who has the most, right? And then who's in front of it all. So, yeah, you're right about Condi. I agree that maybe he shouldn't be banned only because he was being blackmailed to match fix. Okay, so that's one thing. And yes, he was gambling. That's not right either. But I also understand the pull of gambling. You know, it's strong. It'll get hooks in you. And you just,
gamble?
You can't.
Do you go to the casino or you like scratch cards? You scratch cards queen?
I don't scratch card, but like I've dabbled in the blackjack scene. And it's spicy. So, I mean, as long as you're doing it that way, that's cool. But if you're actually hurting others, you're making your team even fail to win money, that's wrong. And I'm glad that Hesitate is completely banned. Like, he deserves to be banned.
Get out
not cool.
of League of Legends, Hesitate. Moving on, Borderlands 3 comes out in less than 3 months. And once again, Gearbox's CEO is caught up in controversy. In a lawsuit filed against Randy Pitchford by the company's former corporate counsel, new documents have been introduced showing that he diverted a $12 million bonus given to Gearbox towards his own personal magic company. It's the latest in a string of bad press for Pitchford, whose tantrums and legal troubles have overshadowed the game Borderlands 3. Marissa, what do you think of Pitchford?
Randy, dude, are you okay?
He's obviously not.
Are you all right? Do you need to seek professional help? I think that might be the case because there have been so many things here. It's one of those like holier than thou situations where I feel like Randy's been doing this for so long. He feels maybe above people and maybe entitled a little bit, and I hate that whole mentality. I hate any kind of vibe like that because you're supposed to be part of a team. Like, yes, I get it, it's your company, like they're your people, but like it's still a team. You want to make sure that people are happy around you. Now, like taking some bonus money on the side, dude, that's not cool. I'm still pissed with him about so many things that have happened so far up until this point. And I was at E3, I interviewed one of the devs. His name was Randy, and he came and introduced himself. He's like, hey, I'm Randy, and I just looked at him.
You're like, Randy,
what? Like I knew that he wasn't Randy Pitchford, but he like immediately clarified. He's like, not that Randy, like the other, like, because I feel like the employees themselves even know, like, oh, this guy's kind of controversial, and it could be a situation. Like, there's just so many things wrong with what this guy's doing. I'm not okay with it.
Wait, can you give us a DR? I don't know how to.
Like the video game industry knows that he's just kind of a loose rocket. Like he's apparently, this is all speculation, like because I don't actually know the people. It's all hearsay. But he apparently threatened somebody in a hotel lobby, like threatened to beat them up. He has added, like, even though people have cried out to not have Chris Hardwick in his game because of his abuse, his alleged abuse with his girlfriend, he still has him, brings him back in the game because he's like, no, F you guys. I'm gonna have this, like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'll do what I want. I'm Randy Pitchford. Like, he's upset so many people, and the way he's clapped back at some people on Twitter too. It's like he almost doesn't understand how Twitter works, and he's like old man yelling at cloud situation. Like, he's just not in touch with the current situation. It's a problem. Randy's a problem on the scene.
Friggin' Randy. Hey, it's worse when like one bad egg ruins it for the team who's creating a great game, great series, and he just had to ruin it for all Randys.
And it does look amazing. Honestly, Gearbox looks so fantastic, and I don't want the team to lose out. It's an issue, man. We got to move on though. League of Legends copied from the original Dota after a decade ago, and now it's copying from Dota 2 to make its brand new battler. Auto baller. We're auto ballers, yo. Riot Games released a new game mode for League called Teamfight Tactics, which takes inspiration from the popular Dota mode Auto Chess, and it's proven to be pretty popular. It's only in beta, but on Twitch it surpassed both League and Fortnite in viewership after less than 24 hours. Lisa, do you think these auto battlers are going to be either the next big esport or maybe the biggest streaming game?
No.
Why?
First of all, auto battler. As you can tell, it doesn't come out easy. Auto battler, like auto baller.
Actually, I do want auto ballers now.
Like, what is that? Like a crying game? Like, I don't even know how that works.
No, ballers like we're wearing chains.
Oh wow, I was thinking like baller. Okay, whatever. Can you blame me for that mistake?
Starring Marissa and Lisa.
Who just cried? Who can cry more? Okay, but besides the point. I think right now it's just one of those things where it's like popular in the moment. It's a fad. It's not a trend. It's a fad. So right now it's spiked because everyone's like, ooh, what is it? Is it gonna be good? But in a couple, maybe like 6 months, it'll probably just roll out. Like a new game is gonna come in, you know?
Roll out. That's in reference to the ballers.
Yeah.
Again, because there'll be balls in our baller game.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, that's fine. No, I don't know. I mean, it's exciting to see these games that you don't expect to be popular become popular, right? Because it is all fueled by community. It's all fueled by fans. It's fueled by people that want to see these games being played. So why not let them shine and like give them more love? I love this stuff so much. I love that auto chess is just freaking amazing and people love it.
Sure, but is there such thing as too much? Like, League is just hopping into the auto battler genre now, but you know, Dota does already have a hand in that, and even the original creators before that, they have a game out. So like, why would someone go to League of Legends auto battler if they can just?
Well, I mean, it's the same idea with the battle royales, right? Like, like one battle royale was fire, caught fire, and then all of a sudden, hey, Fortnite came along and like, I want to do what they're doing, and then theirs even caught more fire. So it really is, yes, it's a copycat kind of game, and it's sad that we live in that world. It's just about replicating others, but trying to do it better. Which is exactly what they're doing here. We can't really hate on it because this is just life at this point.
No,
we just got to do it better. You feel?
100%.
Jeff, feel?
I am waiting to see if Lee can do it better. Definitely keeping an open mind, and you guys should all as well. All right, moving on. If you're a Rainbow Six Siege fan, you were probably looking forward to the new Operation Phantom Sight event yesterday. Unfortunately, the game was taken offline for hours after multiple DDoS attacks affected Ubisoft servers. It's the latest attack on Ubisoft, though it wasn't as long as the 10-hour-long outage last year.
Crazy.
Marissa, DDoS attacks seem to be a fact of life when it comes to multiplayer games. So how do you think publishers and developers should really handle it? Like, they should probably expect it by now, right?
Yeah, expect it, but then it's like, how do you don't know where it's coming from. I don't understand the world of the internet.
No.
Like, as much as we live in it, I don't get how these things happen.
No, I don't even know either. Is it like some hacker with like a keyboard just like press a button and all of a sudden it takes it all down? That's what happens in born, you know, the movies.
Exactly. These guys hold all the cards. They hold all the power, and they can unleash this stuff whenever they want. Like, that kind of power, these are the kind of people that I don't want to be around. You know what I mean? Like, they're scary. The fact that they can do this stuff, and like, why are you choosing Ubisoft to attack? What do they do to you?
That is true.
Like, is it a former employee? So you just
what did he get out of this?
Just like stirring the pot here.
Like, what does he get out of this?
I just or she.
Sorry.
We gotta keep it gender neutral here.
I didn't mean that.
Like, no, like, I don't know what they're getting out of this other than the joy of trolling, because that's really all this is at this point, right? Unless like maybe it's a Scorn Pro, or maybe it's someone who couldn't go pro, and now they're like, and now they're trying to like get back at Ubisoft. Like, what is it? What do they do to you, man?
What's the motive?
I don't understand, but they're rooting for the rest of the class. It's not okay.
It's true. I like it how we're trying to find a reason, but literally it could be just someone who wants to ruin someone else's day. There are people like that on the internet, Marissa, as we all know. I just want to ruin it for everyone.
I know. Like, I try to live in the comments because I enjoy it and it's entertaining to me, but oh my God, I get so riled up because people just like, they just want to hate, they just want to troll, and this is the life that they've lived. But let me tell you something, children. You're not gonna have a good life if all you do is troll others, okay? Like, you're wasting your time just unleashing trolly things. What are you getting out of it? What is it doing for you?
What is the meaning of life?
Exactly. It's just bad karma. Do you want good karma in your life? You should be kind to people, help people. I don't know. Give them a leg up. Lisa.
What? I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm sorry. I'm scared. Okay.
Yeah, you should be.
Okay, let's
troll.
Okay. Let's check in with the streamers now and clip it. Our first clip takes place in an IKEA where Esfun, Soda Poppin, and friends decided to play hide and seek. What a great idea, which might be a lot more common than you realize.
Okay. Dude, I feel like I have to look in everything. Like, can you imagine? Oh, actually, I could fit in this. Oh, no, I can't. It's not stable. Oh, hello. Wait, who are you?
I'm playing hide and seek with people.
You're playing hide and seek with people?
Close.
I'm playing hide and seek with people.
I'm like...
What? Who are you?
Oh, no! This
Wait,
guy
what?
found me. He just opened.
You guys are playing hide and seek too? We're
So
playing
I won. You didn't find me.
I'm playing hide and seek.
With who?
Cool. With my friends.
I was found last. I win.
You won?
I wasn't even found by you.
Find someone else.
I heard
what?
you, because you said
Are you
like,
guys
I heard you say like I have to open every closet door, and I was like, oh God, no.
So are you guys from here?
Yeah.
Is it a normal thing you guys do for fun?
No, it's the first time.
Well, that's my first time too. Well, cool.
What are the chances that there are two groups of people playing hide and seek at the same time in the same IKEA in the same department and they run into each other like that?
Yeah, I mean that would be the best department to do it in. You want to do it where there are cupboards and
beds?
I don't know, armoires, bureaus, whatever we want to call them here in Canada.
Expert.
But
okay.
no, I feel like now we need to do this.
No, is this
the
a new thing? Is this a new thing that's happening? I've never heard this before.
Another high five, we're gonna start doing it. More people are gonna start doing it. There's gonna be signs in IKEA like hide and seek is
Battle
banned.
Royale. Oh, I thought they were gonna like optimize on it. They should. You can find like Swedish meatballs for bonuses and stuff. Like they can make this a real thing. You guys, IKEA is literally an adult playground. I don't know if you guys spend lots of time in IKEA, but when I go, I am like having so much fun. You know,
it is fun.
You line up for the ice cream, the $1 hot dogs, and then you go, you lie in every bed there. You open every drawer there. Like it's so much fun there.
It's true, but it's also a great relationship tester. Like
no.
you see couples fighting in IKEA. And it's a really good time. Our cameraman Seb is pointing at himself right now because he and his wife have gotten into it. What do you mean everything? The prices of things? Do you really need that? Oh my gosh, another plant?
The answer is always no, for the record.
No,
you never
exactly.
really need it.
You never really need it, but that's the thing. IKEA is just a playground of love, hide and seek, fighting. It's
passion.
the best. Let's do all our IRL streams from now on.
If you guys want it, let us know in chat.
Yeah, hit us up. Next up, Tyler One receives an unexpected gift from League of Legends Team TI.
Wait.
Don't be afraid.
Wait, no way. Wait, no
She won't hurt you.
and a tank! No way!
She is
No! What? Holy!
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I obviously meant T1. But
yeah.
also, like, Tyler One gets stuff from T1.
T1.
Guys.
Is he the new face?
It looks like it.
No, that's not a good idea.
I love how stoked he was about the tank, though. So
He
he can show
was
off them
so
guns.
excited about the tank. Can we talk about the little figurine they made? That's like crazy personalization. So it looked a bit taller than he is in real life and less chunky. I'm just saying the truth.
Okay,
I'm
wait,
just
unless
spitting that
Faker
out.
is actually shorter than...
No, Faker's taller than me.
Okay.
Like by a
Then
little
yeah,
bit.
that was...
very little. That was a little drop, like, you know, me and Faker.
But wait,
we go way back.
What's the Faker situation? Like, why is he standing behind Tyler One like that? Was it meant to be that way? Like, was it meant to be like he's in his shadow?
No.
Oh, we're not
I
supposed to
think
look
you're
into it like
overthinking that.
Okay,
I think
okay,
they were
okay.
just standing next to each other.
Okay.
You know? But that's good marketing right there. T1,
100.
T1, SKT. We're waiting for our box. But okay. Let's move on. I'm getting upset. It's truly the best time of the day when we scroll through the Twitterverse to bring you all the things the pros are blessing us from their timelines, like when bros chirp their bros about their outfit choices. Here's more quality content from friend of the show, Hugs. Oh no. Ludwig looks like he got sawed into 4 pieces in a magician's box. That's so real.
Okay, keep it, Lisa, straight up.
Who
though.
designed those pants?
You did this to me the other day.
Marissa, we bros.
You did this to me the other day. You trolled my outfit.
Marissa, we're
and, like,
bros.
no, what? Tell me, what did you do?
Okay, we're gonna pull up the picture at some point. Right? We'll see that. We'll send the picture. But
Okay.
Marissa wore literally the denim dress that she's
Yeah.
wearing now,
This
and
denim
she
dress.
wore a yellow shirt underneath.
That kind of yellow.
Yeah, this kind of yellow. And I
Alrighty.
saw it on Instagram right away. I messaged her privately, by the way, because I respected you. I didn't put you on public blast.
Yeah, I
okay?
appreciate
I was
that.
like, are you trying to dress like a minion today?
And then I realized that, oh my god, I was
You know what the
dressed
best
like
part
a
is?
minion.
She's just like, haha. Like she.
No. I responded like basically because
Yeah,
like,
but like
I literally
she
saw
was
myself.
upset. For a second, I was like,
I
wait,
wasn't
is she
upset.
mad?
I wasn't upset.
Really?
I was running around E3, Lisa. I don't have time to chat.
Oh, so you forgot about the little people back here at home, huh, Marissa?
Oh my god, I responded to you.
Here?
What are you flipping this
No,
for?
no emojis, no punctuation, no nothing, just basically, and left at it. Like, that's
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry if
she
it
was
came
done
off.
with me.
No, I wasn't done with you. I appreciated you for calling me out because I had a moment because I was at a Netflix panel, which was so boring. And I was like, oh my God, I had to run. I took a scooter back to the hotel to change into a tank because I'm like, oh my God, I look like a freaking minion. You called me out and I appreciate it. No, I did. I look like a minion.
Well, you did.
It's fine. I wasn't hurt at all.
Mama
I
knows
love you.
best.
Yeah, she does. Speaking of Ludwig, he be all up in on Twitter trying to make his bros like.
What? Oh no.
This is the tissue Axe cried into after winning Summit, taking the highest offer.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
I know,
Because
what?
I actually was gonna. This is a tissue
Oh.
that Marissa used to clean her pits and her mouth, which is kind of
Oh.
weird. I'm taking highest offers right now. Put it in chat. We're starting with a penny, which doesn't exist in Canada anymore.
Oh my God, at least 5 cents.
Well, look at the
Give us
makeup
bids,
smudge.
yo.
Yo,
Who would want that?
squad auction, you guys let me know. Offer. All right, you'll get it delivered to your house right away. You're paying for shipping though.
Oh my God.
I'm not
paying
paying for the shipping.
Oh my God. Okay,
Okay.
let's keep the Smash Bros theme rolling with a little more love from the newly crowned Summit King Tempo Axe, Mike Hayes with a throwback. He said, started from the bottom, now we here.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
Axe?
look at him. Yes. Just a grocery store, I believe he's grocery store bag in there. So Lisa, I have to ask you, what was your first job?
My first job was something similar. I worked at a coffee shop in grade 10, so that's when I was 15. Worked there my whole high school career, man. You want coffee? I know how to make it. You want an Americano? Well, I just put the machine, I press the button. There's no,
I was gonna say, I didn't
it's really
think you
simple.
could make, I don't think you're a very good barista, so
Wow.
I don't know.
What
No,
the-
I just don't think that you.
I know how to use the actual machine. My owner,
do?
yeah, the owner was actually Italian, so he had a fancy machine.
wow.
Okay, and yeah, it was great. I got to drink as much coffee, eat as much donuts as I want. So, what's up, guys?
Incredible.
Winning.
What's up, guys? What's good? I was just cleaning tanning beds. So.
Were you actually?
Yeah.
Aw.
It was a scene. Back when tanning was cool. I would clean that.
Oh, really?
Anyway, let's move on now because it's time to get some crowd control. This is where we showcase some of the great or simply dank things the community has been making. This first post is from a YouTuber called Insert Controller Here, who built the perfect Smash Bros. Ultimate Controller for Ness and Simon using, get this, a can of Spam.
For today's project, I built the perfect Nest controller out of a can of Spam. With the official Spam controller, all unnecessary buttons from the traditional GameCube layout have been removed. Instead, the controller features the only button you'll need to effectively play Nest online. With this controller, you can PK Flash, PK Fire, PK Thunder, Psy Magnet. Hell, you can even use PK Starstorm, but let's be honest, you're only going to use one move anyway. The controller was programmed using a microcontroller, and the attached Wii nunchuck is used for movement, jumping, and shielding. The source code for this project is available for free on my website linked below. Taking the Spam controller online proved rather difficult. While PK Fire is great for racking up initial damage, it lacks significant kill potential. This single button method relies heavily on a well-timed PK Flash or PK Thunder to finish off opponents. While this controller was designed with high-level Nest play in mind, don't let this limit your imagination. This single button layout also covers Simon's advanced combo system: Cross, Holy Water, and Axe. All of the essentials. The Belmont Spam game is so good that Nintendo even put him in the game twice.
Yo, that is quality content right there. I need to know, would you prefer to use a Spam controller?
Yeah, it's one button. Marissa,
I know.
this is made for
I know,
us.
it's true. I just need to
can't do down
for
B.
Kirby because I need to do a down
There's
B
no
situation.
B, I guess.
No, I could if that is the B.
That's the
if
B
you program
button?
that for that to be the B,
Right.
then it
Down
is.
B all
Then
the
I just like
time.
down B all the time. Yo. No, but I can't float as much. No, it's not gonna work for him. He
Don't
needs to
play
float.
defensive. Don't just change to Ness. Play Simon. You're good. I love it how also, by the way, it's called a spam for you to spam button. Like, it's perfect. Major props to that guy. All right, next up we have a take on a beloved video game character that may fill you with surprise. Let's take a look. It's our Master Chief. So submitted on the gaming subreddit by Glenn Wolf. There are a lot of jokes coming out of this, of course, including I'm finishing this plate of food. And people are even dubbing it Master Chef instead of Master Chief.
That's nice.
Brilliant.
I'm concerned that people would be offended by that though.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Like, I get that. Guys,
no, I know. We just have to like think of people.
Of course, obviously that's
Yeah.
not made with any malice, okay?
Yeah.
Props to the one who actually made it. He made it,
Yeah.
is it Jay Goodberry? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but he 3D printed it.
That's
which is
amazing.
friggin' sick. Honestly.
Okay, so he 3D printed it. It wasn't. He didn't actually take a Buddha.
No,
and
no,
put
no,
it-
no, no,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no, no.
okay.
He did not deface another
okay.
Buddha statue. I hope
Oh,
not.
okay.
To make it, he 3D printed it, but I just
Fair
thought
enough.
that was really funny mold
Yeah,
of two.
and
two
you
things.
want to rub the chief belly instead of.
Would
the
it give you
Buddha.
luck in game if you do it?
Oh, I'm assuming so, yeah. But it's all like for me, it'd just be a placebo effect situation. Like yeah, no, I rubbed it. Like we're good now. Whoa, freezing. Okay, it's time for a very last pose, and it really makes you question your own way of doing things.
Let's see this. How do y'all hold your controllers? Yo, I didn't know there were that many ways.
What? I don't get the finger on top thing like that. That's so weird.
What's this weird claw situation?
Yeah,
the,
like
the
the
bottom
claw.
right one doesn't make sense.
No, because like they're. I know.
How does your
weird.
finger bend that way?
Weird. I don't know.
okay.
I'm just regular.
What's regular?
I don't know. I feel like the bottom.
Do you want to show? I think there's actually
Yeah. Oh
controllers.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like I'm
So
just,
show us how you hold your controller.
I'm just regular. Like this.
On the
is-
back trigger?
Yeah. I'll do like just move between these two, and it's mostly just here. Like I feel like I'm a regular controller user.
Well, it's funny because I would assume myself the same way, but
Yeah.
just playing Assassin's Creed recently, I noticed I'm doing double trigger like this.
Oh, really?
Because when you're fighting, you actually have to like combo a lot of buttons and using
Okay.
both of these. So like I'm doing this now, which is.
I don't know. That seems.
Why don't you put your
uncomfortable.
middle fingers to some good
It-
use? You're not doing anything else anyway, so might as well put them on a trigger, you know? All right.
I do have a good use. Don't worry.
Ew! That's it for Unmuted. Remember that you can always hit us up on our socials just to say hi or send us stuff to react to. Someone type exclamation mark socials in the chat right now for all our channels. Until tomorrow, we'll see ya.
Hold on, the points. Oh
my God, by 1 point.
that's how I finished the game.
By 1
Everybody,
point.
that is how we finished the match.
By 1 point.
You got body. That is a game.
You got body.
Camille, you games. Thank you for teaching me the ropes of Mario Kart Deluxe 8.
Quick shout out to Red Bull for fueling us while we game, and you know what, to you guys for always showing your love and support to not only the Green Room, but all of us here at Squad. And you can continue to do so by subscribing to us if you can. In the back, you see Drew, Matt, and Marissa getting ready to talk some Smash action in Esports in 30. While they do that, let me get you caught up on everything you need to know and reported. If you've been missing official Dragon Ball FighterZ tournaments, have no fear. Bandai Namco announced that the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour would be returning for a brand new season in 2019 and 2020. The qualification process for the finals will be simplified, however. Now, the top 16 players will be based on points gained through Saga and Tenkaichi events. Instead of 7 Saga events, there will only be 3, though the winner of each will earn a spot in the finals. Apart from the 3 Saga events, the full list of tournaments has not been revealed, and there is no information on the prize pool. You can tune into the first World Tour event at CEO 2019 in Orlando when it kicks off on June 28th. Former Optic Gaming CSGO captain Snappy has announced that he is now a free agent. Snappy began playing for Optic in April 2018, whom he joined after a relatively successful run on Heroic. The Danish veteran served as Optic's captain until March, when the team signed MSL with the intention of him taking over the team's direction. It wasn't a bad move considering Snappy's tenure led to 0 trophies, but it meant that he would transition to a support role until he was benched earlier this month. Snappy is fielding offers from other teams. Hopefully, he'll find a new place to call home sooner rather than later. Toronto Defiant fans said goodbye to a veteran this week as the team announced that Envy was being transferred to the Shanghai Dragons. Envy was an original member of the Defiant and previously competed with South Korean contenders team Metabellum. Envy is the third member of the Defiance original lineup to leave, but he is the first not to retire. Stella was the first to depart in April, and Asher announced his retirement less than a month ago. The Defiant did not announce if anyone would be replacing him, nor what the Dragons gave them to facilitate the transfer. Best of luck to the Defiant, and hopefully Envy finds success on the Dragons.
Not yet. Okay, this is close job we're talking about.
Yeah, even all the crouch cancels he's getting is so much good percent every little interaction.
He just drills it.
And is that it? Oh my god, 76% in Cody! I'm an EW!
Oh, you want the hug?
Takes it 3-1!
Yeah, actually looking for a grab.
Oh, what a sneaky up air! He's gonna get chain grab!
Here we go!
Up throw!
This is why
What's he gonna get here? Up smash. Thunder. 85. He's off stage. Is your Smash Summit 8 champion?
Hello and welcome everyone to Esports in 30. I'm Marissa Roberto filling in for Mr. Brody Mark because he left us for Rocket League Classic. And this is the FGC Wednesday, so Drew Face is here, and we've got Matt Hempstead on the couch. Matthew, are you like low-key super into FGC or what?
Well, mostly Smash, and Smash is not FGC, of course, right, Drew?
It is. It is.
I've been watching Melee, especially for a while, so I'm kind of in tune with the scene. So yeah, I'm super excited to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have you here, my bros. My bros on the couch. This weekend was so freaking hype, and we're gonna dive into that for sure, because Melee is amazing. But we're gonna get right into Smash 8 Summit, because no one expected the end result. So let's find out what went down in the world of Smash with these highlights.
Best of 5, so we got a lot of it.
That's a good combo.
Shit, 8%.
Way time up smash is definitely.
Oh my god, he be doing work!
Gun, what did you teach him? He's unstoppable. Oh, he's gonna up at him.
He tried. he tech need! He tech need!
Just the wall.
Oh, he's in his face. Corner pressure situation.
And just. Okay.
Oh, the tech!
Alright. Man. The Yoshi's ledges are weird and it's like harder to do the uppy sweet spot.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! 2 tail spikes?
Yeah.
3 stocks to 1.
Wasn't even a combo, he just like read him a few times off the edge.
Yeah, Mango definitely jumped back with a lot of aerials.
Oh
my god, he bumped his head on FOD!
Okay. He can get like a quick 0 to death here.
Yeah.
Try and get something started.
Oh, double shot, he's dead.
That was
Yeah,
really
he's
good.
dead.
Yeah,
so smart.
It was hard to make it.
Gotta get out of the corner though.
Big combo.
Oh, and he
He's
got
dead.
it!
He's dead.
Oh, that's it. IBBW.
Got that up here again, but was this fine?
Rapid jabs.
The rapid jabs is side B.
Ooh, he just comes down with back air.
God. Back air got the grab.
That's it. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, this is close job we're talking about.
Yeah. Even all the crouch cancels he's getting is so much good percent every little interaction.
He just drills it.
And is that it? Oh my god, 76% in Cody! I'm an EW!
Oh, you want the hug?
Takes it 3-1! Tech chase again?
Knee?
A late knee, night knee.
Great angle.
Oh, is he dead here? He missed the dash.
Oh, they're nervous.
This is some crazy melee Wizzy! And Wizzy takes it 3-1.
Pikachu might be small, but yeah.
Forward throw?
Forward throw.
Oh my god! That was so good off the forward throw!
Yeah. That has to be nerve-wracking.
Yes!
That has to be nerve-wracking. Actually just going for raw grabs right now. He knows this.
Oh!
That might be it.
Oh!
He got the
Hit
grab.
He's gonna go.
Nair.
Okay, off stage.
Yeah.
Okay, goes for it.
Got it!
And Axe is in grand finals! Axe is in grand finals!
No comment. No comment. No comment.
It's a foul.
Waiting.
Oh my god, he's just dead! He's just dead!
They're trying to read the spot
He's
there.
making him look like an air.
Yeah, he really is!
Oh,
and that's it! Stop him!
Not yet.
Randall?
That's it.
Yo!
With rope!
That
was a clean finish!
Oh my gosh. The next grab, Neil will do it, but can he get it?
Oh my god.
He's off stage. Back airs. He tried to do the
Down
get back. Down throw knee. Not going to be able to do it. Down throw knee.
Nice. Wizzy has reset the bracket.
Oh, what a killer fight. That's
insane.
Good tech.
Wizzy was ready. Wizzy was super ready. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh,
Never
my
mind.
God. Don't take that much time.
Yeah, Axe looking for a grab.
Oh, what a sneaky up air. He's going to chain grab.
Here we go.
This is why
What's he going to get here? Up smash. Thunder. 85. He's off stage. Axe is your Smash Summit 8 champion.
Axe did it.
He's done it.
A Pikachu has won a major Smash Summit 8.
Yes, that's right. For the first time ever, a Pikachu has won a Melee Major. We're just so happy of Axe, and we're so proud of him for this victory. It's just such a huge stage at Smash Summit 8. So, you guys, first of all, this weekend itself was super hype. As we can see, Matt is rocking our Raptors championship. I know, just the whole weekend itself was absolutely insane. But we want to dive, obviously, into Melee here, because that's what the show is all about. So, gentlemen, let's just talk about Axe here, because he's been so close all year to winning. What was it? What was this moment for him? And, like, how did he actually get there? How did he make it happen?
Please, Drew.
Look, his Pikachu has been grinding so long, for so hard. He's the best Pikachu in the world, and I'm so glad he managed to get a good bracket to get here, because all those crazy hungry boxes are gone. Those dirty puff maze are over. It's over, baby. We Pikachu all day. We Pikachu all day.
That's right. I can't get as hyped as Drew, but I'm still pretty excited about it. But I mean, yeah, it's a new Pokemon kind of running the town right now. Obviously, this is Axe's first major. It's been such a long time coming for this guy, and he's the most wholesome person in the scene. So, you know, when he won, it's just like everyone stopped what they were doing. Everyone was in the main room clapping for him. It's just insane to see a Pikachu win, especially with the way Melee has been in like the past couple weeks.
The way he popped off too was insane, because he just stood up and looked like Ash Ketchum when Pikachu was trying to go away for a minute. Like it was, I got teary-eyed about that one, dude.
The hat came down, you know?
The hat came down, and like you saw the tears come down. Like, no, Pikachu's not leaving. You already know how to pay Pikachu. They're not gonna nerf him. The game's old.
No, there's just something about him. There's something about Axe's vibe, just in general, because he really is that like sweet, wholesome Arizona boy. Like he's just such a great representation of what the scene is, right? Like, and the fact that he's remained a Pikachu and stayed true to Pikachu this whole time, when he could have switched. He could have gone another way this whole time, but he did not. He stayed true.
For so many years.
Yeah, he's the real Luke Skywalker, not that Last Jedi stuff. He's the real Luke Skywalker, for real.
Yo, I love the Star Wars comparison. Okay, we need to talk about that epic grand finals. Wizrobe reset the bracket, but then Axe won the next set 3-1. So what adjustments did you guys see actually from Axe that allowed him to get the better hand of Wizzy?
So Axe beat Wizzy earlier in the tournament to move on in the bracket. And then in the grand finals, you know, he dropped the first set 3-1, and it's like, oh no. This is happening. Axe is gonna lose, and it's gonna be devastating for him because he was so close. The winner's side of grand finals, but then he just turned it on. It seemed like maybe he was playing a little too safe in the first half, because you know he had that extra bracket and he was just kind of sitting back while Wizzy was climbing up through losers. But then in that second set, he was hitting some insane combos, especially with his up air, just the way it was always pushing people in the perfect direction and then setting it up for the kill. It was wild to see some of the things he was doing.
But how do you feel about the one thing I noticed in this tournament, that he chose FD always last set. And whenever he did, he just chain grabbed everybody, then killed them. It was great. I thought it was a really good tactical adaptability on his end.
Yeah, I mean, FD's pretty disgusting for Pikachu, because once you get a grab, it's chain grab, chain grab, chain grab, chain grab, until they're off the side, and then you give him a little tail whip and finish him off on the corner. So it's just, it's so good for Pikachu, especially with other, matchups. That's where Pikachu thrives. I know Axe also likes FOD, but FD is just generally better percentage for Pikachu.
Absolutely.
Guys, I'm still trying to reel off of this guy's like high, like the win that he had in his moment, and like just beating all those that came before him as well. I do want to talk about this because obviously he won his first major. Wizrobe won Smash in Splash, and now he finished second at Summit because Axe put him there. So what makes Wizzy such a tough opponent, and what led to his eventual rise?
I mean, like, you and I always discuss this, right? The meta is kind of shifting towards movement and a lot more pace and space. And Captain Falcon's kind of really strong at doing that, especially with that awesome knee that does like 30% and could KO you out of nowhere. Like that's something that we're starting to see. And Wizrobe is starting to peak as a player himself. He's only 21, and he's not just good at melee. He's good at multiple Smash games. Like all the platform fighters is him. Like he's just killing it today. I don't know. How do you feel, man?
I mean, at Smash and Splash, like you said, he finished top 8 in Ultimate too. So this guy's been grinding every game. He's known for his. Well, he plays everything. Yeah. So. But with this Falcon, he's not like your normal typical like non-S2J style where they kind of go for some crazy things. Wizzy's disgusting with what he does, but he's more patient and he looks for an opening, and then once he finds it, he just capitalizes. And again, it's those knees, it's the chain stomp into knee, it's everything, right? So huge props to him. His move up the ladder has been insane, and he's like taking down Hungrybox consistently. He's beating Leffen consistently. It's a new world.
But you said it's the patience thing then, because how else could anybody really take out Hungrybox? It's got to be patience.
Well, I mean, you can take it a couple ways. It's HBox on the decline as he caught up with other stuff. I know on Twitter he was kind of saying he's got an announcement coming that's made him play less and understand the meta less. And I know he also said like the matchup against Wizzy, he's never been so lost in a matchup before, which is pretty wild considering HBox has just been grinding this game forever. And Falcon's not really a new character, but I guess Wizzy has some new text up his sleeve, some new movement, and he's just taking them by surprise.
Okay, now I want to know what this announcement's going to be.
Like, stay tuned to his Twitter, I guess.
He's retiring.
Maybe he's
starting a singing business. He's going into singing.
Yeah. He's going into just straight up karaoke. He's gonna okie.
Well, in that summit skate, he was popping off. It was nuts.
It was some good karaoke.
That's right.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'll stay tuned for that. Let's watch his Twitter. I'm sure we'll have it unmuted as well. So not only did Axe win Summit, he also turned on his stream after he got hit with a wave of subscribers. So what does it say about Axe as a person, like just in the Melee community? The fact that he got 5 freaking K subs on Twitch.
He's a good guy. Like he's a really nice guy. Like he even I was at Gombo and I was at the VIP room, and he was actually one of the few.
That was a low key brag, but okay.
Yeah, but like definitely low key brag. But like he and Rod were the only people that said hi to me besides the people in Toronto, and he was just and like I don't think he remembers that, but it's okay.
Drew, what were you wearing that day?
I was just wearing like a really long cardigan.
Okay.
And all like a white button up, and I was just swagging out all day with nice Jordans.
When are you not swagging out all day? Is
at
the real
home.
question. Oh, okay. This is not an all day 100.
In the sweats. I like it.
In the sweats.
Yeah.
Comfy sweats. Fitted.
But he I don't understand like why he didn't have that many subs in the first place. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. He's so good. He should have that audience.
I mean, he has a pretty consistent audience. He's usually between like 500,000 viewers. His sub count is usually floating between 700 to 1,000.
Okay.
And I mean, especially now with when he's doing like Mango Axe Wednesdays, doing randoms against PPU, his audience is growing. And I mean, maybe some people weren't aware of the content he has, and then as soon as he wins Summit, and you know, everyone loves the guy no matter what.
Yeah,
and then he turns on his stream, he's crying on stream with like his coach and stuff behind him. It's a super emotional moment, and people were just gifting subs in like the 50s to 100s. And it's not only like a sign of how good a guy Axe is, but also the Melee community gets behind their people.
Oh, 100, yeah.
And especially someone like Axe who finally won his first major, it's huge.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, of course, if they win, you have to win to get that kind of love from the people, right? They still want to crown their king. Yeah. And they really did that in spades. Axe was the star of another amazing Smash Summit skit. So what did you guys think of his acting in impressive Pikachu and the cameo by Baby Mango?
Honestly, he did better than Jacease Winslow. So I was like, I was not happy. Like I was not happy with that movie. But so I would love to see a Detective Pikachu recasted.
Yo!
Straight up.
Recasted with Temple Axe.
Yeah, with Temple Axe.
Shots fired.
Make it happen, Nintendo.
I mean, I personally thought it was super cute, like so well done, well executed, and it's just like a perfect, hey, like this is a perfect match for him, and he's in his little Pikachu hat and everything, and Baby Mango, how cute!
It's so much better when Baby Mango comes in and stops swearing like Mango does. Yeah. Here it's like, this is going to be Mango's child, 100%. With Mango as an influence, oh boy. Oh my God.
He's so cute too, with his little cleft chin and his little Pikachu kit that didn't quite fit.
Yeah, it's the most wholesome skit I've seen Summit do.
Yeah.
I love it. We need more of that for sure. But as a side event, we got to see IRL action of Mango Axe Wednesdays. You guys were just mentioning that. So unfortunately, Axe ended up losing the Iron Man, and then Mango danced on him. So how painful do you think it is to actually lose to Mango?
True.
Like I always hate losing, and losing to a guy that knows he won is kind of like, it's kind of mad annoying. Like I would hate that, but at the same time, it's Mango, and you kind of get used to it. Yeah. And you're kind of like, oh, this is Mango. This is who he is, you know?
Oh, okay. Like, so you just have to accept it.
It's one thing to lose to Mango, but I mean, Mango put on the music, put on the little Spanish beats, and did some nice dancing around Axe, while Axe just sat there and took it. He could have left. So to a degree, Axe low-key liked it. But I mean, from now on, every time they do Mango Axe Wednesdays,
Yeah.
even if Mango loses, he's always got the Summit brag. I beat you live at Summit in LAN.
Yep.
So no matter what, you can always pull the online card now.
Yep.
I love it. That's the card he pulls out.
That's right.
Yeah,
Always an excuse.
You could always lose like 100 straight, but that one win, it's over.
right.
I hold it
All
for
you
you for
need.
life. Just like the Raptors.
I'm gonna pull that card out whenever possible, right?
Absolutely.
Like, just look at Matt's hat. Look at Matt's hat. Okay, we're in a brand new era of Melee. In the top 4 of Smash Summit, there was Wizrobe, Leffen, and IBDW, and Axe. So how have we gotten to the point where everyone can just win an event?
It's an insane world, especially, I mean, the main thing, IBDW, it's like, where on earth did this guy come from?
I be doing work, baby. He came from Call of Duty, and he came from New York. I don't know where he came from, but like, top 30 players, somehow manages to beat like top 10 players, top 5 players in the ranking boards. Like, he just, these kids, man, they're so young.
Yeah.
Their hands are so fresh. They're not destroyed.
What the?
They're not destroyed by the pad. The GameCube controller destroys you.
Marissa, I don't know what you're
the
thinking.
GameCube controller destroys your hand. Carpal tunnel's a real thing. Marissa.
I know, but there's so many Seinfeld references in there. Like they're not master of their domain. Ya feel?
You should see some of these older players' hands. They're just mangled, and they need to take breaks because it's rough.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. Like my age is also catching up to me, and I'm scared of the arthritis.
How are your hands? Have you been grinding Melee or what?
I don't use my hands as often as maybe the boys do. So like I don't. I'm trying to keep him fresh and on the pop-in.
She knows how to wave dash.
Yeah.
She
I
definitely
don't
knows
know how to wave dash.
She
I only
does.
know how to down
Stop
B.
lying to us.
These analogies are killer.
I only know how to down B. We know this. Okay, listen. Hungrybox disappointed in Summit after he was dropped by Leffen and IBDW. A 5th place finish is not what was expected from Hungrybox, obviously. So what's going on with Mr. Jigglypuff? Jiggly, besides, I guess, his pending announcement.
Right. So I mean, when you're on top,
Yeah.
people are going to be like, okay, how do we beat the guy on top? Otherwise, we're just going to get kicked out of the bracket every time, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking at Jigglypuff, a unique matchup. Not everyone knows it. So you're just going to go grind that matchup and try to learn what he does. You're going to study HBox clips more than other people's clips. Even if you have lesser guys early in the bracket. If you don't beat Jigglypuff, you're not going to win a tournament, right? So part of that is that, and then he has to try to adapt and learn all these other matchups, Pikachu, Captain Falcon, whatever. And I mean, he got dropped by 2 Foxes, which is kind of how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like Fox is known for killing you at like really early percentages, and like his movement outpaces Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's just a little round marshmallow. He can't move like that. He can't move like that. I'm a round marshmallow too, but I can't move that fast. You know what I'm saying? Fox,
Wait, you can't float?
I can't.
Oh.
Just believe.
And again, this is the whole meme too of like, Puff dies early.
Yeah.
And to a degree, it's like
it's true.
At a point, it's true, right? Because
Yeah.
Fox can kill with up throw, up air.
40%.
Falcon can kill with a knee, whether it's even pretty low percent.
Yeah, like
It's
30%,
disgusting.
20%.
If
One
it's at the
knee,
right
you're
spot.
done.
Yeah.
Like, you're done.
So
Blast
it's
zones
tough.
are not your friend.
No mistakes from Puff, or you're dying early.
Okay, feels, gentlemen. Listen, while Axe was stealing the show this past weekend, there was still a pretty hype Tekken tourney happening in Poland. So let's check out the highlights from Fighting Games Challenge.
Going into the offense, Electrics. Counter hit.
The timing!
Drew.
Timing!
He can get the wall.
Is he gonna get Junkyard? No!
Oh
my God! One more round from Hussein!
Could be anyone's game. This is the final round. A lot on the
There we
line.
go, let's just kick in your face.
Oh, no
my
break
God.
on the
No,
1+2
not
Drew.
broken. No, not broken.
Oh no.
Gotta be careful now.
Don't try
oh
crazy
my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! He got it! He got it! Bang is running up! All the London heads are running up! Hussein actually took it! Hey. Oh no! That was it! Hey, clip that! Someone clip that! CBM News! There we go.
Doesn't matter.
But
Doesn't
still,
matter. Again, 2 bars. This is dangerous now. This might be an exit last, and that is it.
What a clean victory for Super Kuma 3-0.
Can't seem to find a way to get in. And only Jack and Sos were
low
parry. This could be it, guys. Hey.
Hey.
There it
Just
is.
the weight, man. It's
The weight into the shoulder.
So Naroma moves on into grand finals against Kakoma. Short enough to win the complete. Oh, there we go. Bro, that is the first very of the today. And look at that, man. Just like that, man.
Yes.
A clean 3-0 victory, man.
Changing up his pace, being aggressive.
Oh,
the tray!
And there we go.
There we go! Ladies and lads, we have a reset bracket!
Reset!
One more hit. This looks good for Kokoma. No, Kokoma, don't drop it now. Okay. Rage is ground. Don't drop it now. Don't get low berry. Down for one.
Are we going to see a final
Second.
round?
Oh no.
Oh no.
So far away. 10 seconds left.
There he is! Kakoma! He pops up! Terry Merrymaker runs up to him and gives him a hug. What a
Kakoma is your fighting game
God.
challenge champion.
Kokoma is the champion of the Fighting Games Challenge, and he did so in dominant fashion. Drew, talk to me about Kokoma.
Look, Kokoma is a cheap dude. He's cheap. He's cheap. He plays geese. He plays geese. That character does way too much damage, and he plays Kazumi. That's a fast character, dude. That character can just interrupt all your strings. You know what he did?
No.
3-1 against the best player in Japan, Noroma. Right? And guess how he did it, though? Noroma kind of reset the bracket there, all right? And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to just pick my real character, Kazumi. And then he came in with Kazumi, sending out tigers and stuff, interrupting all those strings and movement, and that's what he did. That's how he bodied him 3-1. And all of a sudden, the hometown hero, Gosen's like, all right, I got this crazy law that's botting everybody, like Cherry Berry Mango and Super Akuma. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this, right? The UK hero came in and was like, how do I beat this great god, Kokoma? And Kokoma was like, nah, my geese is godlike. Bodied him too. Every time he made a mistake, 45% health gone, out of the way. At least that's what it felt like when I was watching it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
For
good.
sure.
That's
For
not cool, man.
No.
Yeah, okay, we gotta move on. Okay, because the real hype from this event came by the hands of the UK player Gosen. Every time he took a set, the crowd popped off to support him. So where the F did this guy come from, Drew?
You know what? Like, I remember talking this show. All my EU homies do not get any of the spotlight at all. They don't get any spotlight. And these guys are amazing, right? These guys are crazy good. Gosen's from the UK, and the UK is considered, and for sure cemented itself as the greatest region in Europe for Tekken, right? And Gosen he just grinds with the great players there. Like, there's Ryan Hart, there's, well, obviously Gosen, there's Spag there too. Just great talent, great community people in the UK. So Gosen just comes in here with his Bruce Lee imitation law, just biting the whole people. And nobody can see it coming except for the UK boys. Because why? No one gives them the spotlight. But we are giving them a spotlight on this show. The UK boys are rocking it. Shouts to Arsenal, baby.
Yeah, shout out to all our UK boys. I do want to talk more about Gosen because he did all of this damage with Law, like you're saying. So how does he actually maneuver this character to make it work?
Like, he's been playing Law for quite some time. And obviously Law is not really strong with his pressure, so you have to really be a little patient or a little wild. And we saw Gosen go wild on these fools. Like, wild, dude. He's hitting from angles as if he was Manny Pacquiao in the prime of his life. It was ridiculous.
I love that reference so much. One other European player that had a lot of fan support was Super Akuma, right?
My dude!
Yeah, we see him put together just a couple of his moves, obviously. So what did you see? How did it play out?
Look, Super Akuma is playing Akuma. Now people are starting to figure out Akuma. So he didn't win like the last French major he did, but he got fourth. He did really well. Yeah. And one of the amazing things that we see him do is still maintain that awesome punish game he has, that awesome pressure with Akuma. And hey, like I said, the European Union, that EU region, does not get enough recognition. They got so much strong players there. They got the coolest commentators there. I love the accents. I love the way they play, and I wish more people paid attention to them.
Okay, so what do we do to correct this? Like, what is the EU scene looking like, and maybe is it because the players need to step up, or we're just not paying enough attention?
The EU, we're just not paying enough attention. It's not even that they have to step up. They are stepping up. They are coming to play, and they are hitting home runs.
Yeah. No, feels. But the thing is, like, even when you and I covered a lot of Street Fighter together, like, there were so many EU players.
Yeah, they're winning. They're doing great.
Yeah. No, you're right. Dang it, Drew.
Yeah, we don't put enough attention. We always focus on America.
Or Japan.
Right,
yeah.
Right? But we forgot about our European homies who are doing work, who are cooking people in all these other regions.
MFers act like they forgot about EU.
Absolutely.
I don't want that to be here anymore.
No.
We're gonna change it. We're gonna fix that, okay?
Yeah, UK ground, represent.
Yeah, absolutely. Another gender that needs more representation, obviously, is the ladies. And we saw a 16-year-old girl, okay, named Pit Viper, just absolutely destroy. So I would like to talk right now about maybe this big FGC resurgence of maybe women, because she's going to CEO as a result of what she just did.
You know what, Marissa? There's no resurgence for women in the FGC. There's always been a lot of women in the FGC, right? Just as they don't get a lot of highlights, they don't get a lot of spotlights, especially if they're good. Like Marine's really good at Street Fighter, but people still talk about her. But like Pit Viper won a tournament.
Yeah.
In Tekken.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a low tier character, the bunny rabbit girl Chloe. Like, and she's ridiculous. And the one thing I love is that not only is she a girl representing all the females out there, shout out to my ladies and my sister and my niece. The crazy thing too is she's young, she's new blood, right? And I love seeing that because the FGC is known for being old. Like I'm like mid-20s and people think I'm young. That's not true. Esports is like 20 years old, 19 years old.
It's
so I love,
I'm like a grandma.
Yeah, so I love seeing like new talent come in because that's what the FGC kind of needs right now.
Yeah.
Young people with energy, just coming in there, doing my work and taking the heads off these OGs.
I don't want them to take heads off OGs. Like I want the OGs to still have their heads on, but I'm really excited that young people are coming in and showing us what up. It just makes me feel really bad about myself.
No, you fine. You fine. Don't worry about
It's okay. I'm not getting old. Okay, Drew, I probably need to ask you this because, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but let's hype it up anyway. Who is your player of the week?
I don't even need a drum for this one. It is Axe, baby. Axe is the best. Axe is the best player of the week, probably my player of the year. I don't care what anybody said. That dude won with Pikachu. That character sucks, but Axe doesn't suck. Axe is amazing.
Wait, Pikachu doesn't suck.
Yeah, he's mid-tier, but that sucks when there's like a cemented top 3 characters of all time.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Drew, I mean, I love how you waited for the drum roll, even though you said I don't need a drum roll, and then you like literally waited for a drum roll to come in, and then you unleashed. But you're right, like Axe completely impressed. He impressed, I feel like he not only impressed the audience, but he impressed himself. Like you could see the tears of joy. He is the winner.
He's a winner.
And he's so deserving of that.
Yeah, he's not second place no more. No more second place at Gommel. No more second place at Genesis. He's a champion. He's the best right now.
I mean, he's the best right now, and I just
forever in my heart.
Forever in your heart, and forever in our hearts, because he really is just like the best dude ever. Like we've met him a few
nicest
times.
Dude.
So
nicest
nice,
dude
such
ever.
a great representation of the FGC just
Absolutely,
in general.
absolutely.
I'm just happy for the Melee community. I wish that like the Melee scene got more love from Nintendo as a result of this, especially because like I know you're like hands off that, but listen, like it's true. They need a lot more love, and especially when we have amazing representatives like Axe, the wholesome character that he is too. I feel like he's just a great. He's a great boy. He's a great kid.
He's a great role model. That's the best part. He's a great role model.
For everyone out there, everyone playing. You want to get into Melee? Get into Melee now because of Axe. He probably brought in so many kids too.
Like what he did was like the equivalent of David versus Goliath, right? He just managed to find a way to beat the meta of the game with his tried and true Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? And that's super hard to do. And that, not only that, he's a great guy.
I know. We could talk about Axe obviously all day, all night, but we gotta get going. So that's all we got for today. Tomorrow, we've got more Dota action, and Tsunami will be calling in to break it all down. Until then, go over to our socials at Squad State, and we'll see you lovely people tomorrow.
My favorite part about Summit is definitely the skits, and this time around, the Detective Pikachu skit was the best. I'm actually living for IRL Jigglypuff played by Hungrybox. I don't know. Are you a fan? Remember, we're back here starting at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with gameplay live from the green room. And then again at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have more Unmuted. And in Esports at 30, Dota 2 is back. If that's not enough, well, guess what? Check us out on our socials at Squad State for more content for your viewing pleasure. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.